Sports Extra, brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun.
Welcome to Sports Extra, everybody. It is that time of year again. Time for a matchup that rarely disappoints. Carroll and GP in the Battle of the Bridge. A touchdown or less has decided this one 4 years running.
Yeah, Sean, 65 points and more than 700 yards of offense exchanged last year before the Wildcats won 34-31 at Buck Stadium. The big question, how would Carroll respond after that 42-point shutout loss last week? The Wildcats filled with confidence after wins over Port Neches, Groves, and Cal and Terry Morris. Meanwhile, a little Tiger prayer. Please let my offense come to life. Read the lips. You can pretty much see it starting the first. GP putting it together with a statement of a drive. Roman Rodriguez, third and long, rips off 12 yards. Later, it's Matthew Rooney saying, I can do just what you can do. Rips off 11 more. Get this, the Cats put together a 6-minute, 45-second yard first drive, all culminating in this. Row Rod from a yard out. Red and white jumps out to the 7-0 advantage. And hey, I think they'll dance to that. The ladies sure want to. Carroll's turn now, and they look good on play one. Jonathan Turner quick out to Leon Pettis. He's going to take 44 yards all the way inside the 10, but that was just about as good as it got. That was Carroll's biggest offensive play of the first half. 4 plays later, Turner trying to do too much. He will lose the ball. GP recovers it. And 5 minutes later, following another long GP drive, Kyle Fishbeck plunges in from a yard out. 14-0 Cats, and folks, they weren't about to be done. Final minutes of the half, Fishbeck going to the air, corner of the end zone to MacArthur. 20-zip Cats at the half. Go ahead and punch up this score, folks. 20-7, GP now 3-0. That's your final.
All right, 1-1 Moody now hosting 2-0 Rockport Fulton. The Trojans, well, they had a little trouble early on. First quarter, no score. Pirates on the move. Jacob Romero gets to the outside, and he will find the end zone. 35 yards on the touchdown run. 8-0 after they go for 2. The Pirates will get out to a 16-0 lead before Moody wakes up. Jordan Pratt off the reverse, picking up a big first down to keep the Trojans' drive alive, and a nifty little spin there at the end. 2 plays later, Anthony Martinez does the dirty work and takes it himself from 10 yards out. 16-6 game after number 17 gets into the house. Second quarter, same score. Dorian Johnson will not be kept from the end zone here. A 40-yard burst for DJ. Almost tripped up, but he will get to the promised land. 16-12 after another missed PAT. Second quarter now, Pirates show they can strike hard quickly. Romero this time for 55 yards, and he is all green to the end zone. Green light, that is. 23-12 at the half. Rockport, let's punch up the final in this one. Rockport Fulton keeps rolling 37-24. How about Flower Bluff? Sophomore Colton Mims making his first varsity start tonight, hoping to spark the 0-2 Hornets against Sherryland. How's this for a defensive spark, though? Nathan Spencer with the sack on the first offensive play of the game for the Rattlers. They lost 7 yards on the first drive. Back to Mims now, his first drive at the controls. And how about this kid? 15 yards, some nifty moves, and a touchdown to get things working for the Bluff at a 2-point conversion, and it's 8-0 Hornets. After a Rattlers field goal, Colton, well, try Bolton. Lost in a crowd, but there he is breaking it. He will go 70 yards with a nice little move right there before he is dragged down at the 3-yard line. But you might as well let him finish it, right? Mims with a pair of early TDs, and it's 14-3 Bluff. Brandon Villarreal getting a little work in as well. Second quarter drive around the left side he goes. 15-yard touch. Hornets all over the Rattlers in this one. They led 28-9 at the half. They're up 42-9 late. It looks like the Bluff may have this one in the bank. Congratulations to Daryl Andrews. I'm giving it to you now.
Out to Pelosa Midway now. Warriors hosting Calhoun, and Calhoun, well, they were playing some inspired football. Sandcrabs still angry about losing to Ray last week. 2 minutes in, off the option, Vivian Cantu. He will plunge in. You want to talk about opening up a can, Sean? Calhoun pours on 31 unanswered to start this thing before TM even gets on the board. Here's their sole score of the first half. Ruben Galaviz 9 yards to Jonathan Iglesias, but it was not near enough in this one, folks. Joseph Vargas, he would hook up with Derek Soa. This would go for 83 yards and 7 points as Calhoun just running away with this one. Punch up the score, 51-20 in the fourth. Let's head out to Javelina Stadium now. Kingsville hosting Mathis. Brema's still looking for that first victory under Robert Wilcox. Pirates on the attack early and often. Rashad Washington just doing a little juking, a little jiving on the first play to pick up 26 yards for number 5. Then it's Gabriel Alvarado with the play action. And watch this. This is a gorgeous pass down to the streaking Donnie Butler. Hits him in stride. 48 yards, the game's first score, 7-0 Mathis. Later, more from the air. Alvarado to Washington this time. 7 more off this 27-yard hookup, but the Bremas, they would actually get 1 touchdown on this one, but it would be called back. We'll go ahead and show it to you just so they get on the board in the highlights. Dimitri Richardson, 60 yards, but again, the holding negates it. Punch up the score in this one, 48-24 Mathis in the fourth.
All right, having a couple of quick scores before we head to break. Cal Allen in a shootout with Victoria East, but they hand the Titans their first loss in school history. Wildcats getting it done 39-35 at Memorial Stadium up there. And also Miller still looking for that first victory. Port Isabel takes a tight one, 14-12 over the Bucks.
And we are not nearly done here, are we? We've got plenty more coming up. Go ahead and stick around.
Sports Extra! Sports Extra! Sports Extra! Channel 6!
We're the Refugio High School cheerleaders. Find out why our Bobcats are state ranked. Next, as Sports Extra continues.
Welcome back to Sports Extra, everyone. We're going to crack open the second segment with a huge respect game for Robstown. The 2-0 Pickers headed to Refugio for a meeting with the second-ranked Bobcats.
That's right. Robstown fresh off throttling Moody at home last week and feeling pretty good about themselves. Refugio has a way of taking teams down a notch, though. A packed house in Bobcat country tonight, and their boys did not waste any time getting the faithful jacked up for this one. Watch sophomore Dragan Silvas, a little hop over a pile, and he will go a while. Breaking loose on the 39-yard touchdown run, 7-0 Bobcats there. But here is Robstown's offense in the first half. It's on the foot of Jesus Guerrero coming up. Jason Herring, well, he's going to just watch this one go quite a while. Deep kick, and it's good. 7-3 ball game at that point. Robstown driving now, second quarter, trying to take the lead, but Alex Marroquin's pass complete to Joseph Guyona, who fumbles, and Brian Castellano is all over it. Picks it up, and he will take it 88 yards for a touchdown. All Bobcats in this one as he weaves his way toward the end zone. Pickers not quite ready for prime time. Let's look at the score. It's 36-6. The state-ranked Bobcats roll.
Yeah, Refugio continues to look legit. Let's go to West Oso. Bears looking for their first win. Divine looking to stay perfect. Pick up in the third frame. Bears down a score, but fighting back. Shedrick Patterson off left tackle. He's going to rip off 6 yards. He will take this one all the way inside the 2. Ensuing play, Adrian Belt, the QB sneak. PAT, though, in this one, no good. That means we are all tied up at 13, but the Warhorses, they would respond with a 6-yard score of their own. This is it right here. Let's see where we're at in this game. There it is, Divine up 20-19 in the fourth. This one, though, still going on. It's a nail biter. Let's get one, West Oso. Banketti bowling into Aransas pass tonight. The Panthers looking for their first win of the season. Bulldogs at 1-1. A scoreless first quarter gives way to a busy second. Bulldogs, Ben Benavidez drops it off to Chisholm Wright, and he would cough up the football. It's a free-for-all, and the Panthers, well, they pounce on it. Mason Garcilaso with the recovery. Couple plays later, here comes Jared Longoria. He is going to put the long in Longoria. He'll bust it 58 yards for a Panthers touchdown. Just like that, Purple's got themselves a 7-0 lead. Back come the Bulldogs, though. And, folks, they're going to break a very big one. Jacob Gonzalez, folks, he will not be denied. Going to the left side. Here he comes right there, number 40. How about 46 yards? 6 more than his number for the guys in green. The Bulldogs tied up at 7. That was the score at halftime. Let's go ahead and check in on the update. AP comes in, takes this one, 24-13.
All right, teams with opposite records tangling in tap. The Greyhounds enter the contest a perfect 2-0, entertaining a winless Skidmore Tynan squad. Bobcats on the right path to victory, though. Number 1 will go up with Zach Mangers to Derek Bogus. A 24-yard score on the opening drive, 7-0 just 4 minutes into the game. Hounds offense answering near the end of the opening quarter, driving to their own 18, but on 4th and 2, a little miscommunication with Martin Gomez in the backfield. Turnover on downs. Score remains 7-0. Skidmore-Tynan heading into the second. Taft driving again. The Greyhounds controlled most of the possession of the first half. It finally pays off as Jonathan Acosta to Justin Flores there from 22 yards out, and the Hounds go for 2 and fail, so it's 7-6 Bobcats. Fumbles plagued Taft early, committing 5 in the first half as they enter the locker rooms trailing 14-6. That is your score right there. Looks like Skidmore-Tynan with a 27-18 victory over the Hounds.
Let's head to some scores now. Always love the scoreboard. Sinton all over Rio Hondo. 43-7 is your final. That's the Pirates' first victory. Meanwhile, Zapata gets Ingleside. Kind of surprising. The Mustangs look pretty good in their first game. 26-19 is your final. All
right, and keeping things going, we have Orange Grove with a victory tonight over Goliad. A big win over the Tigers, 40-28 for the Bulldogs. We also have Falfurrias, a 1-point loss to Progresso tonight. The Jerseys just doesn't get any easier for these guys.
Yeah, that was the Red Ants winning that one. Gotta love seeing Red Ants. San Diego, meanwhile, all over Freer, 60-6. That's your final score in that one. All right, John Paul, too. They're up right now on Bishop, 35-7. Both teams looking for their first victory.
All right, Odom and Hebbronville, the Longhorns keep things rolling over the Owls tonight, 36-19. We're keeping things going here. Rivera, 42-0 over Natalia. Big win for the Seahawks.
Continuing along, George West going down at Post. 42-7 is your final. Yikes, as we continue along on the scoreboard. Fremont up 28-13 over Agua Dulce. That one in the fourth.
All right, and Three Rivers with a shutout tonight. The Bulldogs getting it done over Jordanton, 28-0. And we also have another score for you. Ben Bolt over Benavides, 49-6. And one final score, Woodsboro getting spanked tonight by Luling, 40-8. And if you'd like to see any of tonight's highlights again or send them to your friends, check out the Sports Extra section, KRISTV.com. We'll keep up the highlights all season, and you can check out all the scores there as well. Plus, sign up for Mobile Late